The bright lights and tall buildings of down. And with
Good evening, Kevin.
what a story. David, thank you. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, they've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4-man position. Now here's Beverley. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Curry against Beverley, right wing. Chris kicks to Curry. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Leonard, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story. Wow, you watched the defender and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane. Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
And the dunk by Zubac.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Curry with it. Guarded now by Morris. And it's in there.
Steph with a great read there, tricky on the inside, and exploits the defense with a good read.
Beverley against Thompson. And that one's good. Beverley.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Green. Thompson in the corner. Paul George with the steal. Morris inside. He's against Green. Good work there as it goes.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
Curry against Beverley. They kick it out to Green. Back to Curry from deep. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Now, Draymond Green, we know he plays with attitude and he plays with force. And his teammates appreciate the unselfish approach he has.
Leonard, the pass to Beverley. Jacks up a 3. 3-pointer. Warriors with the rebound. Chris with it. Guarded now by Morris. No good. That would have tied it. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. High post, Zubac. Back to Morris. Chris with the rebound.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
From deep, another 3 for Golden State.
A consistency from the distance that Steph shoots at, I think, is one of the more astounding parts of his accuracy from the 3-point line.
Now here's Beverley. Here's Morris outside for George. Back to Morris. On the wing, George. Guarded by Kirk. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard finds Beverley. Back to Leonard. Passes to Morris. Over in the corner, Beverley. 6 on the shot clock. Morris against Wiggins. It's stolen by Green. Here's Chris. Trying to get open is Thompson. Chris gets the bucket.
Well, Marquise Chris, you got to remember, 240 pounds, so scoring through contact is possible.
Clippers trail by 3. Back to Morris. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Outside for George. Hits it from three-point range.
Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hands.
On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Chris. Back to Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State here. It's Curry outside. It's hauled in by George. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
Well, like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one.
Morris kicks to Beverly. Over Thompson. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Eric Paschall out there with Looney. And it's Toscano in at the 3. Here's Paschall. Lays it up and banks it in. Paschall's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And Green slams it in.
Well, he's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Green, and Green slams it in.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
And there's the pass to Toscano. That one goes. Count it. Looney's got 4 points this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
He can't hit that time. Wiggins with some nice D. Looney down low, guarded by Green. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And last year, just a tough one for Looney. Just couldn't find a way to stay on the court.
Grabbing that jersey for just 20 games last year, and every time he seemed to recover from one nagging injury, another one would pop up, and Looney very frustrated with how last year went, and so were his teammates.
The Warriors making a switch here. Smailagic is checked in. Now here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. On the wing, Williams. Here's Green. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that.
No.
Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Poole, and he slams that one down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Now here's Jackson. It's a 5-point game. He kicks to Hill. On the wing, Williams. Fires for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Paschall inside. He's against Green. And the basket by Paschall.
This offense just continues to impress.
They get a hand on it. To the left side wing. Smiley-Geach passes to Looney. Misses from close range.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Williams, that's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Toscano. Here's Looney. Here's Poole. Guarded by Jackson. Smiley-Geach passes to Looney. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Green. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. Paul George is checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Now here's Beverley. Nobody near George. Takes the 3. That shot no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Thompson from long range. Nailed from three-point land. Thompson's got himself on the board with 3 there. Passes it to George. Back to Beverley. Dishes to Harrell. It's stolen by Curry. One-on-one fast break. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Looney kicks to Curry. Hands it from downtown. Curry's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Left side, George. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And again, the Clippers turn it over. 11 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Wiggins outside. Chris kicks to Curry with 2 seconds left. That shot off the mark. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a rope. And
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Beverley. Morris has got his first basket of the night.
I just feel like Patrick Beverley has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
Now here's Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. 5 to shoot. There's the dish to Curry. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Andrew Wiggins kind of guy that people watch with a microscope, but he has cut down on inefficient shots. Those long twos, has started to take more threes, using his athletic ability when he gets on the inside to get to the foul line.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Andrew Shamet comes in for Morris. Williams, he's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. And Wiggins looking more aggressive off the bounce. Brent getting into the teeth of the defense.
Yeah, and his assists are climbing because of that. Also his turnover. So now what you want to do is slow down the game for Andrew Wiggins and show him on film where his outlets are and where his decision making can be that much better.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And the pass to Pascal. From deep three-point range. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Green. Clippers trail by 19. Pass to Harrell. The kick out to Williams. He dishes it to Leonard. Shamet on the wing. Outside Williams. Harrell high post. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Warriors leading by 19. Wiggins passes to Pascal. Here's Poole on the wing. Wiggins. Pass to Smilagic. And there it is for him.
An unselfish wing who continues to evolve as a playmaker. Wiggins shows he's more than just a scorer.
Williams passes to Leonard. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Stephen Curry's checked in for Golden State. Williams kicks to Shamet. To the paint. The kick out to Williams. Here's Harrell. Pass to Shamet. They could use a bucket. Wiggins with the rebound. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. The three. And Steph Curry gets the three. Curry's got 16 points.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Harrell, the pass to Jackson. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. Jackson looking around. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Toscano passes to Smilagic. Curry on the wing. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Williams. Tries from 10. Outside for Jackson. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Golden State Warriors finishing the quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Eric Pascal. And it's Toscano in a power forward. And Harrell, the bucket on the assist by George. Harrell's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Clippers. Curry with a wide open look. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And Steph Curry is a brilliant offensive basketball player. The D backs up, and he just shoots that one off the dribble.
And Beverly kicks to George. Beverly, the pass to Harrell. And stolen by Wiggins. Now the Warriors moving it up, on up the court. Here's Curry with the three. Knocks down the three ball. Curry's got 21 in the game.
Well, he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Morris outside. Here's Beverly. Misses off the left iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's...
Wow, hammering it in!
Now that's a little something extra from Montrez.
Curry from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by George. George has got his fourth rebound in this one.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Man. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I play, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. In the corner, it's Morris. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
They get it back.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Clippers moving the ball around. Morris against Curry. And the dunk by Zubats.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Now Zubats after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Outside for George. Back to Zubats. To the middle. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
The pass to Thompson on the wing. Green. They need this one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And we hear a player's attacking rehab. You know, Greg, by all accounts, Clay took it to another level.
He said he hadn't stopped working since the 3rd day after the NBA Finals. There was even some talk of him coming back toward the end of the year, but the Warriors quickly shut that down, knowing how much he means to this franchise. And I hope kids out there are watching the textbook form on Thompson's jumper.
So many things that you can check the boxes on in terms of the fundamentals of a great shooter. It starts at the base. It's great footwork. You square up. You got a quick release, and you got to follow through. It really is something to watch.
And the Warriors making a change here. Poole's checked in.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Steph Curry.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Here's Bowman. Out left to the wing. And he dunks it down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
First one falls for him.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Poole. Inside. Looney. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now here's Jackson. They get the rebound. Zubac's no good. Here's Looney. Passes it to Poole. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. right pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3, the small forward. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Here's Curry with the 3. Rebounded by Covington. And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both.
Here's Green. The shot, no good. Good D by Westbrook. Tucker finds Westbrook. Thompson with the rebound. Warriors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. For the finish. And it's Green missing.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
And Westbrook throws it down.
Taking flight. Gotta admire how high Westbrook gets up when he goes for an alley.
It's Curry outside. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
That was a long time coming. Took them 5 attempts to get their first bucket.
Kicks it out to Harden from past the arc. Warriors with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
They grab their own miss. Chris gets the bucket.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
Tucker can't get it to go. The Warriors have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
Top of the line, competitive spirit for P.J. Tucker. Doesn't mind doing the dirty work.
Yeah, he's just ecstatic to contribute to a winning team. After bouncing around all those years in Europe and then those losing years in Phoenix, he's found a home in Houston.
Now here's Harden. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Bobbed up there for Green. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Oh, wow!
Nice. He uses his finesse to get flashy. And Westbrook is an elite above-the-rim finisher.
Curry can't get it to go.
And that was a little bit of a range check down.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Last season, a tough one for Draymond. Suffered a series of injuries, and no one hates to lose more than that guy.
Yeah, and even when he did play, because his teammates were around, he was exposed at some points, and he was frustrated much of the time. But that's in the past. Who cares about that? Now he's right back to competing.
And the Rockets making a change here. Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. McLemore's checked in for Danuel House. And it's Gordon in for James Harden. And Wiggins throws it down.
And with that height and incredible leaping ability, Wiggins can throw it down as easy as anyone.
Here's Westbrook. And that one goes long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's Wiggins missing. And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Westbrook. Warriors with the rebound. Now the Warriors moving it up. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And what a powerful powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
The Warriors leading. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And it's Green missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
It's stolen by Carroll and stolen by Wiggins. Here's Green. And that one is off. And Houston the other way now.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
From deep, McLemore. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
That's why McLemore is out there. The way he opens up the floor with his outside shooting is huge for this team.
Wiggins drives in. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
Green kicks to McLemore. And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Realize how easy it is to get looks from him.
Greg, you think about the championships they've won together. Incredible connection between these two.
Yeah, I mean, they have different styles, play different positions, but both are tough, competitive, and step up when it matters most.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Rivers out there with McLemore. Then it's DeMarre Carroll. Then there's Gordon, and it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
Hey, Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence, and so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
And it's the Warriors on the break. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Wiggins has got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
No, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Looney over to the left wing. They get it back. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Now here's McLemore. He's got 5. Gordon with no one around. A miss that time would have put him up. The Warriors have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
Nice play by Looney. He started his career in a place where he wasn't asked to create, just finish.
The shot by Carroll, no good. Warriors have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Looney. Rockets with the rebound.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And Carroll gets it to go. Carroll's got 4 this quarter.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside.
Wiggins outside to the left wing. Pass to Poole. And the shot goes down. And the Warriors lead by 2.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
It's stolen by Green. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Green left side. And he drops it in from the low post. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Cool the pass to Smilagic. It's stolen by McLemore. Here's Rivers. Makes it off the glass. And now a 4-point Rocket lead.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Smilagic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Jeff Green picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. A shot's good from Westbrook.
Oh, man, with a high percentage look for Westbrook, the more of these your offense can generate, the better.
Curry wide open, and the Warriors get it back. Lets it go with a 3. James Harden with the rebound.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
A shot's good from Westbrook.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Green is checked in for the Warriors. Rockets leading by 7. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Harden, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
A good size for the 2 position, but Clay's been able to compete and play through the contact.
And Tucker kicks to Harden. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Harden's got 6.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Here's Curry with the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
He's used to creating for himself, but this time Curry is a great decoy. I mean, he's the recipient of a good...
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the center filling out the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
And see where...
You can usually count on Westbrook being among the NBA leaders in points off drives. I mean, in control at any speed.
Green, the pass to Chris. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Hey, guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Westbrook with a wide open look. Off target with his 3. Warriors trail by 6. And Green gets it to go.
They needed that. They were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
From deep, Harden drills it from outside. Harden's got 9.
Harden has the super green light, and with his confidence, you might be amazed, but you're rarely surprised at any shot he makes.
Drains the three-pointer.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Here's Wiggins. That one, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. Here's Westbrook. Here's Tucker. Great D that time from Curry. Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And that one is good.
When you have a four-man with this kind of vision and the unselfishness to go with it, unreal advantage. Draymond Green getting it done.
So both teams changing it up here. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Curry fires from way outside. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
And he converts the layup. Bulls got his first points of the game.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Al Harden, 9 points in the game so far. For 3. Outside Gordon. Here's Rivers. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Toscano. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And last year, Pascal had to do more than probably was expected of him. But this year, a much different story.
Well, even in college, he played a more complementary role to the stars around him. Well, the Warriors have a lot of stars, and Pascal is really thriving in this role.
And the Rockets making a change here. McLemore is checked in. Harden kicks it to Tucker. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Thompson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors.
End-to-end, Thompson is very difficult to match up with defensively. I mean, if you don't do it, that's the outcome.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
On its way from Curry for 2. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
This game has come to life. They're out there battling now. We didn't see this in the first half.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. And the 3 off target. Thompson with it. Now defended by McLemore.
We always talk about Thompson's perimeter shooting, but there, he shows some real toughness inside.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. Daniel House is checked in for Houston. Russell Westbrook comes in for James Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The former Jayhawk McLemore, a gifted scorer who can really light it up in a hurry.
Houston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And McLemore drops them both. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 17-7 run. Curry's shot is good.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Gordon for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
You can't hit that one. Your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
Good. And it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Westbrook dishes to House. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
So he gets them both. Curry way outside, and the rebound goes to the Rockets. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Outside Curry. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 11 in the second half.
You got to try to cut Curry off. That's how he makes you pay for a quick pull-up.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action after this word. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So on the floor for Houston, P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And there's Gordon. And it's House in at the 3 spot. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
A great display of unselfishness. Westbrook is solid at realizing when one of his guys is open.
Curry fires from way outside. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. James Harden, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. Pascal with the ball. And slam dunk by Pascal.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And a deep three from Curry.
Few players can match Westbrook's effort level. I mean, he creates intense defensive pressure.
Curry. It's rebounded by Houston. Tucker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Harden the pass to House. Second chance shot. On the wing, Harden. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pascal's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. And that one's good. Green. And the Warriors lead by 12.
One of the more multi-purpose players you'll find. I mean, Green can score from anywhere on the court.
Here's Harden. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
House the pass to Tucker. It's stolen by Green. Stolen by Tucker to the inside. Westbrook, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Not lacking assertiveness inside. Westbrook, terrific taking initiative and forcing the D's hand.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden.
Thompson, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Curry from deep three-point land. A three-pointer off the mark. Rockets trail by 13. The 3 from Harden. A three-pointer is right on target. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
What confidence from Harden. He's a lethal 3-point shooter. He knows he has the green light.
And, Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook and how they would play together. Westbrook, not the floor spacer they look to put around Harden.
And that preceded their moves at the trade deadline. I mean, committing to small ball. Westbrook, the lone non-shooter from distance, unlocked, though, to attack the paint.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
The defense sees Westbrook coming, but his verticality makes him almost unstoppable.
Curry outside. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got his 5th rebound in this one. Westbrook drives in and finished off by Westbrook.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
To the wing right side, where he finds Thompson. 6 to shoot. Back to Curry. This one for 3. Doesn't go for him. The Rockets go the other way with it. 1:11 left here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the ball, working on Chris.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Anyone can tell they've ramped up the intensity. They're more assertive, and especially at the offensive end. There isn't much this fella can't do, and just to prove it, he goes to the finger.
Some nice passing there by Houston. Harden, no good.
With all these 3-pointers he's missed in the first half, he's become a weight around him. Somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
The shot by Thompson, no good. And here's Houston, trailing here by 8. And it's Westbrook, that time on the assist by House.
Can you believe that? This is why we love this game. Westbrook finding a way to come up.
Curry's shot is off. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Houston. Harden way outside. It falls. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
When the game is up in the air, Harden delivers. Easy to understand why he is seen as one of the best players in the league.
And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation. Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, with a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
Yes!
Good luck in stopping Harden tonight. Another classic performance from the ultimate scoring machine.
A clear look for Curry. Got it!
Well, the game is on the line. Who would you rather go to than Steph Curry? Who?
So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our An aerial view of the many buildings making up, and the Clippers starting five. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. And it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubats in at the center position. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the three. Now, here is Morris. Zubats the pass to Morris. Knocked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And that one's good. Westbrook.
Well, the blinding speed of Russell Westbrook to change ends and get to the cup.
Pass to Leonard. Here's the three. Harden grabs the miss. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. 4-point game. They get it again. Westbrook with the bucket.
Well, needless to say, the intensity is always there for Russell Westbrook. How about that? Wow.
Passes to Leonard. Back to Beverly for the three. Leonard inside, guarded by Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line. Good on both. The Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And here's Covington from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And, Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league. If you leave someone open around Russell Westbrook, he knows it's his responsibility to find the open guy.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Right side, George. Misses the three. The Rockets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now, here's Zubats. Pass to Leonard. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jeff Green is checked in for Robert Covington. McLemore has come in for Daniel House. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Shots good by Williams.
You've got to respect the range of Lou Williams. This guy is a threat to score from anywhere.
And Green puts up a deep three. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now, here's Shannon. He's guarded by Rivers. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Houston. The Clippers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Damari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But, boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Here's Williams after Jeff Green's bucket. Outside Williams. Kicks it to Harrell. From about 16. Green with the rebound. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Rivers against Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Down low, deflects the pass, stolen by Rivers. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance, and it's Green with the jam.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Carroll kicks to Gordon. Rivers in the corner. Sinks the triple. Rivers has got his second basket of the night.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Williams passes to Jackson. Shamet with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Harrell finds Shamet. Williams in the post. Up and in on the layup.
How about Lou Williams playing through the contact? Nicely done.
James Harden getting it done for Houston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball in.
Show up.
Just catching up with Montrezl Harrell, we mentioned his activity level, and
That's what I put with a lot of passion.
Greg, I know you agree. Few guys bring his brand of intensity.
And he's added skills. He's a threat to score on the blocks. He passes out of double teams. Harrell's one of the more improved players over the last few years.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Green. Jackson is out there with Williams. Then there's Harrell. And it's Shamet in at the 3 slot. And that one falls for Carroll. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
Harden outside. From downtown. And then Gordon with the dunk. And the Rockets lead by 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. The pass to George. From deep. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And that was from the parking lot. Paul George very assured from distance.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul for the Rockets. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. And Daniel House subbed in for Eric Gordon. The Clippers also changing it up. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Harrell, and it's Leonard in for Jackson. From deep Harden, the Clippers grab the miss. Right side Leonard. And yes, it's good. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Kawhi Leonard's length lets him play bigger than his size.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. On the inbound, Harden.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
6 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got the game tied up here for Houston.
Yeah, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Now here's Beverly. Not a lot of room. The 3 from Morris. The shot comes out, and the Rockets take it the other way. And it's Houston on the break. And finished off by Westbrook.
The absolute ferocity from Russell Westbrook. The rim. My goodness, how you feeling?
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2, and he makes that one.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
To the paint, here's Tucker. An easy 2 points on the layup. Tucker's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Rebounded by Tucker. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Harden. Harden, and Harden on the follow. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
Out to the wing. Outside Leonard. Right side George. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Gordon's checked in for the Rockets. And then for Los Angeles, JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And here is Williams. 7 points in the game. Zubac finds Leonard. And here is Williams. 1 second left. And Covington sends it back.
Tremendous anticipation from Robert Covington.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Now, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward. The shot's good. Tucker's got his third basket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
To the inside. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Tucker. all alone, and Westbrook throws it down.
Boy, that's intelligence and effort from Tucker. Picking the ball cleanly, igniting the fast break.
Leonard dishes to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And too long on the shot. Rockets leading by 12. Here's Westbrook. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Left side, Leonard. Stolen by Harden. Here we go, one-on-one. And finished off by Westbrook.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Zubac finds George. Now Morris. Zubac the pass to Beverly. No good again that time.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Covington against George. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Clippers trail by 17. Williams looking over the floor. It's stolen by Carroll. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a...
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Nice. That's when turnovers become instant points. That's DeMarre Carroll's influence on the defensive end.
That's tipped. Stolen by Westbrook. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Westbrook with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got 20 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. He dishes it to Harrell. Back to Leonard. And the layup falls.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Jackson looking around. Dishes to Williams. All sorts of time. Harrell, that's good.
If you do not box out Montrezl Harrell, you are opening yourself up to offensive rebounds. This guy is a force there.
Westbrook up top. He's guarded by Williams. Rivers against Williams. Back to Westbrook. And the rejection by Harrell. Outside Williams. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Carroll, that's good.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
It's Rivers on the wing. He's covered by Leonard.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Clippers trail by 21.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Leonard on the wing. With 4 seconds on the clock and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Jeff Green picks one up.
One of the key aspects for Kawhi Leonard's scoring per game is his ability to get to the free throw line. This guy lives there.
Just 4 seconds left to play here in the third. The deep three from Harden. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Rockets lead by 19. Don't go. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Beverly and Shamit in the backcourt together. Morris is out there with Jermichael Green. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. Covington dishes to Harden. And he's good on the 3-ball.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Beverly the pass to Zubats. Green breaking loose. No good on that one. Harden with the defensive effort.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. The dish to Green. 6 to shoot. It's good.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Gordon kicks to Harden. Back to Gordon. Harden outside over Beverly, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter. Now here's Beverly. Takes a 3. The offensive rebound. Green. Drops in the layup for 2.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Tucker finds Covington. Houston moving the ball around. Harden can't hit.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And Covington sends it back. Pass to House. From 20 feet out. Harden missing again. The Clippers have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Morris. Right side Green. He kicks it to Beverly. Back to Green. Passes it to Beverly. Here's Zubats. Up again. And Green is right there.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Clippers trail by 20. Morris inside. He's against Gordon. Back to Morris. Pass to Beverly. Zubats with it. And it's Beverly atop the key. From deep three-point range, Zubats no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Russell Westbrook.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Tyson Chandler is checked in for P.J. Tucker, and Ba'amute comes in for Robert Covington. Tavo Cephalosha is checked in for Daniel House, and McLemore subbed in for James Harden. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Westbrook with the bucket.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Green in the post. He's guarded by Chandler. Here's Magruder. Rockets with the rebound. 32 seconds left in the game. Here's McLemore from deep. The rebound by Patterson. Here's Magruder. Kicks to Green. There's the pass to Mann. That one off the back iron and out. Now McLemore. So we see Houston taking the W here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony. 2K Sports. And the Clippers starting 5. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the center. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's George. Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Clay showing a little bit of speed in the open floor there as he gets up the lane in transition.
Leonard against Green, and stolen by Chris. Now the Warriors moving it up. And Green slams it in.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It was a good possession all the way around.
And so here are the Clippers. The Warriors making the shot. Morris passes to Beverly. Green with the block.
You can see Draymond Green so fired up every time he has a chance to impact the game defensively.
He was all alone on that one. Thompson's got 6.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
But they recover it. George, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate. And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Now on the scoring column with that bucket, 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, Paul George on the inside, comfortable knowing where he can get to, just tries to find a sliver of room in order to get that shot off.
Curry's shot is off. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat. Man, it seemed like Marquise Chris was not going to be denied, and he wasn't.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Eric Pascal, he's checked in for Draymond Green. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Harrell's checked in, and it's Leonard missing.
Just a bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
It's Curry outside. Now in the scoring column with that bucket, 1 for 2 this game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. A deep 3 from Thompson. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Beverly. From outside the arc. No good there. The Warriors go the other way with it. The deep 3 from Thompson. The long distance 3 is buried. Thompson's got 9 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Beverly wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wiggins passes to Thompson. And Curry has it in the corner. Over Morris. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
George dishes to Beverly. The layup off target.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Here's Curry. That one misses. Excellent D there from George. Clippers trail by 14. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. To the middle. And Morris throws it down.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
And the Warriors miss again. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Shamet. Green, and Green is right there. Green's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Thompson surveying the floor. Drops in the tray. Thompson's got 12 in the game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors, and he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for anyone who thinks...
Can't tell how many shots I've taken.
And as we know, Greg, Steph comes from a family of great shooters. It's in the blood.
But as you said, it's about the work. NBA players have had tons of kids. Most don't make it in this league. Steph is on his way to being one of the best to ever grace the hardwood.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Golden State looking at who they bet. They've got Klay Thompson, and it's Smailagic in at the 4. Warriors leading by 10. And Thompson puts up a deep 3. That shot off, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Thompson.
Stephen Curry.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Outside, Green. The pass to Shamet. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson has the open look. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. No good from Zubac. Golden State's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3 ball well. Toscano passes to Curry. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And that one's good. Shamet. Shamet's got his second basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Back to Williams. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Warriors leading by 11. Toscano passes to Looney. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, the defender was all over Kevon Looney, and he got physical right back. That's a nice play.
Both teams will make substitutions. Both shots good from the stripe. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Leonard with the bucket.
Oh, you see the touch inside from Leonard does a little bit of everything for this basketball team.
It's Curry outside. Good on the triple. Curry's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors.
And that's his second in this quarter, guys. He's made 3 so far this game and is showing no signs of slowing down.
Wiggins against Harrell. Yep, it counts.
Well, I think that Harold lives and loves playing in traffic.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Curry from deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Beverly dishes to Morris. Pass to Harrell. Out to Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Leonard finds Beverly. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep. And again, no good by Golden State. Clippers trail by 14. Outside, George. Morris outside. Back to Harrell. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Harrell smashing through the defense to get inside.
Down low, Curry. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Harrell. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And that concludes the first half. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half, Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. He ended up with 15 points and 1 assist. And that does it for our...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. Clippers trail by 17.
And, of course, having that broken hand last season, Curry couldn't help the Warriors avoid a disastrous season.
Kevin Durant gone. Klay rehabbing. The Warriors, I mean, legitimately just left with no scoring whatsoever. But Steph Curry, when he's healthy, changes that whole narrative.
Outside for Curry. From deep three-point range. 5 on the clock. Here's Green. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound in this one. And stolen by Chris. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Good on the bucket. Curry's got 16.
Yeah, Curry going coast to coast in no time, so great speed shown on that fast break.
Leonard finds George. From the low block. Chalk up 2 there.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Launches a 3. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd to the Warriors. Here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. A 3 from Morris. George up top. Covered by Chris. Morris, no good. Warriors leading by 18. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. To the paint, and stolen by Chris. And Thompson launches it from deep. Wiggins kicks to Chris. Golden State moving the ball around. To the middle. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Now, Marquise Chris, you got to remember, 240 pounds, so scoring through contact is possible.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires from deep. Chris with the rebound. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Thompson from long range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. It's stolen by Curry, and Curry with the stuff.
Yeah, I feel like the ball really isn't even getting anywhere close to the rim. It's all cotton right now.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Leonard has it in the corner. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Didn't think that was going to go in. And that's now 24 points for Steph Curry.
It just doesn't matter. Once Steph crosses half court, he's in range.
And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Passes it to Poole. Back to Curry. This one for 3. No good on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Shots good by Williams.
Well, Williams is going to do his damage in the pull-up game, and he jacks that J up and gets 2 more.
A shot by Curry, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Jackson, that's good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Curry deciding where to go with it. From deep. Warriors the rebound. Smailagic misses. Clippers trail by 21. Got a piece of it. Here's the break. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry's shot is good.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Shamet on the wing. Defended by Pascal. Williams kicks to Jackson. From the arc. Toscano with the rebound. From deep three-point range. Kept alive.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas, it must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons,
right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
We've got Looney, and it's Mulder in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Well, Patterson usually on the perimeter, this time down on the inside, doing a little bit of damage.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. The Clippers shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Jackson passes to Green. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. From beyond the arc. And it's Magruder missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Over in the corner, Green. Tips it up. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Now the Warriors moving it up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
To the right side. Here's Mulder. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Smailagic. Warriors the rebound. And another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The first free throw is good. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Morris kicks to Zubats. Clippers moving the ball around. A 3 from Leonard. Leonard on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Uncovered. Green with the rebound.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. To the left wing, Beverly for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Beverly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Steph Curry.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And George kicks to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Beverly for 3. Green with the rebound. Golden State's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Leonard inside, working on Chris. Sinks that one from the post.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Thompson against George. The 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Smailagic. Pass to Chris. On the wing, Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson. And here is Morris. No good there. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the center position. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's House in at the 3 slot. He gets it in there. Harden's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Rockets. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
Now, here is Harden. Here's Westbrook. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Curry outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
That 3 ball of Curry deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, what angle, or how deep.
Covington dishes to Tucker. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And the layup is good.
And Thompson never one to lack toughness. Excellent job driving to the rim and just shrugging off the defense. And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And another 3 for Golden State.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Green. Down low. Here's Chris. Oh, that was terrific.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
And it's the Warriors' ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. He dishes it to Green. Shoots over Covington. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Russell Westbrook.
When he keeps his emotions in check, Green is a fantastic leader on the court. He can run a little hot, but there's no doubting his drive, his willingness to do whatever it takes to win.
Rockets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Curry way outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. A slow start here for Houston in this one. It's a 10-point game. A shot's good from Westbrook.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Chris pass to Green. Westbrook against Curry. Over Westbrook. Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money. Westbrook with the bucket. That is really where Russell Westbrook excels. In transition with that great speed of his.
Thompson outside. Here's the 3. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
From deep, Harden. Offensive rebound.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Rockets trail by 7. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Houston gets it back. Left side, Covington. Now the pass to Harden. 6 to shoot. Covington passes to Tucker, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And, Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, He only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter. Boy, that's a smart drive by Wiggins. That's reading the defense and making it happen.
Back to Green. To the middle. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Gordon. The shot misses. The Warriors go the other way with it. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Rockets. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And the basket by Pascal.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Wiggins finds Pascal. Inside. It's deflected, but he stays with it. From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Warriors lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. It's a great...
Oh, my wife, for sure. No.
Sounds like he's got a good team, both at home and right here in front of us.
Steph has already put up a Hall of Fame career, but you can tell he doesn't feel anywhere near being done.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Golden State looking at who they've got. We've got Eric Pascal, and it's Wiggins in at the 2 guard. Here's Smilagic. Shoots the 3. The shot, no good. And Houston the other way now. Outside, Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Rivers gets a wide open look. The three-pointer, no good. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Wiggins. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
So tenacious in the open floor. Give Wiggins some room to run, and he takes advantage of it.
Rivers scanning the floor. On deep, McLemore. Rebounded by Smilagic.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
Making the impossible look easy. Wiggins with the great creativity in the air. He typically hangs in the air a little longer than the average bird does.
And Green is right there. Green's got 7 now in this quarter.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. And that sends Andrew Wiggins to the free throw line. Jeff Green picks one up. Houston a whole new 5 on the floor.
A decent free throw shooter is Wiggins, trying to become more than that, though, given how often he gets himself to the line.
Here's Curry. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better, and not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
And it's Wiggins missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Covington stays with it.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington? Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket.
And a deep three from Curry. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Tucker, the pass to Westbrook. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
The defense all over Westbrook there, but he's crafty. He's slick, and he was focused on that shot.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
And so here is Houston after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And that one is stuffed right through.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
And a deep three from Curry. And another three for Golden State. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Here's Tucker, and it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And some changes here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Marquise Chris. And it's Eric Paschal in for Wiggins. Here is Harden off the inbound. And it's Looney with the rebound.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
Green. Rockets with the rebound. Covington kicks it to Tucker. Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Looney. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's reach, the length of his arms really coming in handy when he goes up to block shots like that.
Here's Curry with the three. But he recovers it. Passes it to Paschal. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 16 points, 2 assists.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Rockets trail by 19. House, the pass to Tucker. It's stolen by Green. It's 2-on-1. Thompson inside the line, and a little luck that time, but it drops. 10 points for Klay Thompson.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
The shot by House is no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Bucket is good.
Boy, so crafty a player is James Harden. I mean, when he gets inside, he finds all kinds of ways and manner in which to score.
Curry can't get it to go. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. Trailing by 19. Covington's shot is off.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Curry. The rebound by Harden.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself. Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jeff Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. McLemore's checked in for Daniel House. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. The deep three from Thompson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Thompson's got 7 points for the quarter.
And last season, Westbrook passing the great Magic Johnson for second all-time in career triple-doubles. Does he catch Oscar Robinson with 181?
I think he does, Greg. I think he's got a chance anyway, I should say that. Just to be in the conversation speaks volumes to all you need to know about Russell Westbrook's greatness.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Man, Thompson is phenomenal as a two-way player. A knockdown shooter from everywhere, challenged or unchallenged, and he defends at an elite level, too.
Gordon's checked in for Houston. The Warriors also with a sub. Looney's checked in.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And the shot goes in. Green's got 13.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Knocked away. Pass to Poole. Golden State moving it around. Over to the left wing. Thompson for the triple. They grabbed their own miss. Pass to Smailagic. Beyond the arc. Klay Thompson, and that's good. Thompson's got 20.
And you can't give Thompson even an inch of airspace, especially from outside the arc. That's when he's looking to strike.
And Green gets it to go. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
Well, we know Eric Gordon is a great shooter now, but he is also willing to make the extra pass.
Curry wide open, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Outside for Curry. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 27 points for him.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Rockets have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third.
And sometimes it's simply a matter of effort. Tucker outworking people in transition.
Warriors shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Curry can't get it to go. The pass to Tucker. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. That one good for 2. Curry's got 29 in the game.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient, and when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Looney, Eric Pascal out there with Curry, and it's Mulder in at the point guard.
Yeah, and Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
Houston making a switch. Harden's checked in, and Golden State also making a change. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Eric Pascal. Passes to Cephalosha. Back to Rivers. Mulder grabs the miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Mbah-a-Moute kicks to Harden. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Bowman's checked in. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Chandler's shot good.
Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play. Executed beautifully, too.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Green. On the wing, Lee. From downtown. And it's Green missing. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Houston Rockets. It's Harden with the drive, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. For the Rockets, Jeff Green is checked in for Mbah-a-Moute. And Daniel House subbed in for Thabo Cephalosha. The deep three from Harden. No good on the quick three. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Bowman. Golden State moving it around. They get it again. Another shot. The shot by Looney, no good. And for Houston, they're shooting 43% from the floor. And a deep three from Harden. A putback, it's good on the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. For the Rockets, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chandler. Robert Covington comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Rivers. And the Warriors also making a change. Mulder's checked in.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Warriors leading by 23. To the paint. Stolen away. Harden has a wide-open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got 13 points in the second half.
Yeah, the range of Harden deserves a lot of respect because his form is really almost perfect. He's never off balance when he shoots the three-point shot. He's always got his legs under him.
There's the triple. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Curry's checked in for Golden State. Rockets trail by 20.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steph Curry.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Golden State's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Drills the three-pointer.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
From deep, McLemore. Warriors with the rebound. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Smailagic passes to Lee. Curry looking it over. It's rebounded by McLemore.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room, hoping to put on a show. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at power forward. George finds Zubac. George looking around.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Westbrook double team. And the shot goes in.
Absorbing contact so well. I mean, you really got to hit Westbrook if you want to stop him from scoring.
Now Beverly. It's George on the wing, all alone. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Beverly kicks to Morris. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's his first foul. We play just over a minute here in the first. Leonard, the pass to Beverly. Kicks it out to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' gain.
Covington with the steal. Stolen by Zubac. Down low, here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well-versed in finishing above the rim.
Tucker with the ball, working on Zubac. House kicks to Westbrook. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Harrell's checked in.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And Westbrook is right there.
What timing from Westbrook there. Just has a sense for how and when to hammer back those misses.
A 3 from Morris. Rockets with the rebound. Harden kicks to Westbrook. Houston moving the ball around. Covington passes to House. To the inside. And stolen by Harrell. And here's Beverly. Outside, George. Back to Beverly. Harrell high post. Outside, Leonard. Clock at 6. Here's George. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
In OKC, Paul George showed he can be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. Outside Williams. Passes it to George. Back to Williams. Goes up with it. And he can't bank that one in. Here's McLemore, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Clippers. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Shamet on the wing. To the middle. Here's Harrell. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Gordon dishes to Rivers. Lays it up and banks it in.
I mean, he's extremely confident and aggressive. Rivers loves to take it up inside.
Clippers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And it's Harrell at the elbow. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You want your ball handlers to be great free throw shooters, especially at the end of games. Shamet provides that.
Pass to Green. It's stolen by Green. Now here's McLemore outside. And no good in the last second attempt this time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Rockets lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when... Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Landry Shamet is out there with JaMychal Green. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Williams. And it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Amari Carroll doesn't get to the line a terrible amount of times for a wing player, but you know what you like about him? When he gets there, he can convert them.
Outside, Green. Floats one up. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And McLemore kicks to Rivers. 3-pointer. And no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's Shamet. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Ben McLemore.
And Landry Shamet out of Wichita State. Some good young guards coming out of that program.
And another one, GA, that comes to mind, Fred VanVleet, also a former Shocker. Both he and Fred, they are knockdown shooters.
Now here's McLemore outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Green passes to Jackson. Zubac kicks to Jackson. The pass to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Carroll. Los Angeles with another miss. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Gordon with it. Williams picks him up. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged. And everything has to be earned.
Williams finds Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. Now, here's Shamet. He's guarded closely. Up again, and Green is right there. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
Quick off the floor for these offensive rebounds. Green's 7'2" wingspan. It helps him snatch them.
Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for DeMarre Carroll. James Harden, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Ben McLemore. The shot by George, wide open. Connects from three-point range. George has got 11 points.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Outside Leonard. He kicks it to Beverly. Leonard the pass to Morris. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
His 2nd foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Daniel House is checked in for the Rockets. Pass to Morris. Takes the 3. The Rockets pull it in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Harrell, that's good.
In transition, Harrell gets a handful of points every game strictly by out hustling his opponent. Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
On the wing, George. 11 points in the game. Leonard attacking. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Passes it to Harden. There's 49 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Another miss by Houston.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Tries it from 9. And it's Harrell missing.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Harden dishes to Covington. Basket counts. Covington's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Morris against Harden. Back to Leonard. And here's Morris for 3. Here's George. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Houston gets called for the foul.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Los Angeles on top, leading by 4. It's time now to go. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the end. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 13 points. And you think of... And that does it for our...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3. Westbrook finds Harden. Back to Westbrook. Here's Tucker. And Harden wide open. He shoots. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Landry Shamet's checked in for George. Then McLemore, he's checked in for the Rockets. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Here's Beverly. Nobody near Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Wide open look. Rebounded by Covington.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4, still trying to find that groove.
Here's Tucker, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. High post, Zubats. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And Harden with the stuff.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Morris kicks to Shamet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did, too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
He's light on his feet. Montrezl Harrell gets himself into position and makes a play on the ball.
And so Green will bring it up for Los Angeles. A 2-point game. Shamet on the wing. Harrell with it. Williams passes to Jackson. Down low, 8 feet away. And it's Harrell missing. Rockets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Here's McLemore. Good on the shot. McLemore's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Shamet. Feeds to Green. It's stolen by Carroll. And it's Houston on the break. Bobbed up there for Green. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Carroll against Williams. Out left of the wing. It's stolen by Carroll. Here's Gordon. The shot will not fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Shamet. And the layup's good off the glass. Shamet's got 7.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Green with the ball. Now Green defending, and he gets it to go.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
On the wing, Green. Stolen by Rivers. Fast break, here they come. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the pass to Shamet. Poked away. The drive by Jackson. Pass to Shamet. And here is Williams. Shot clock at 6. Shamet kicks to Jackson. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Five seconds left to play in the third. Westbrook. Yep, that one goes in there. 8 points for him.
And I think the contact helps Westbrook. I mean, so competitive. This guy invites that bump.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Harrell. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson, and it's George in at the 2. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And it's Westbrook missing.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Earl high post. Outside for George. Outside Jackson. To the inside. And it's Harrell missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Harrell.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Harrell drives in. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the energy of a guy like Montrezl Harrell can rub off on the entire team.
Yes, it can. GA, he plays with a high motor, generates steals, blocks, and deflections. He's active all over the court, and now we're seeing it on the offensive end as well.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Houston. Covington's checked in. Harden surveying the D. There's the lob to the hoop. Tucker can't get it to go.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And George kicks to Beverly. Outside, George. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Right side, Covington. And they get it. Harden the pass to Tucker. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Beverly the pass to Zubac. And he gets the bucket.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Passes it to Zubac. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Pass to Zubac. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Zubac has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-6 run. Morris outside. Up top, Leonard, guarded by Tucker. On the wing, George. Back to Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
Here's Westbrook. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And we've seen this before, folks. Big possession, Westbrook rising to the occasion. How about that competitiveness?
Leonard kicks to George. From deep. The shot that time, not on target. And Houston the other way now. Here's Harden. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Zubac. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 2.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here is House with the putback. It's good on the putback. Tucker's got the game tied up here for Houston.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Zubac the pass to Beverly. Now here is George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Count it!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Inside. Yes! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Zubac.
Oh, did you see that?
And big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Fearless. I mean, we haven't seen many like Russ. Guys who crave the biggest moments. You want someone like that on your team.
Here's Zubac. Covington with the steal. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Tip-off goes to Houston. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Williams at the point guard. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Houston in the lead. Westbrook dishes to Tucker.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Clippers shooting really well. 54% from the floor. Now here's Harrell. Rockets with the rebound. Tucker's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Covington kicks to Harden. And And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in. From deep, George. Los Angeles with another miss.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Clippers trail by 7. Williams passes to Leonard. They need this. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. To the paint. Here's Westbrook. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Westbrook's got the lead up to 9 now for Houston. Up top, Zubac. Williams with a clean look. Hits the three-point bomb.
No hesitation on the catch and shoot. Lou Will is confident in his ability to capitalize on jumpers.
And finished off by Westbrook.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a back seat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
From deep, Harden. It's good from long range. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Rockets.
And I guess they waited for overtime to break out the big guns. It's not even close in this extra period.
And funny that after 4 quarters, really looking like this was a pick-em game, overtime was a complete beatdown. I can't say that I saw that coming.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Russell Westbrook.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm. And that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight. Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Covington dishes to Westbrook, and he comes up with the deuce.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
The pass to George. Fires the 3. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. So we see the Rockets get the win here. They had to scrape and claw to thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.